We can only hope the rematch is just as good. Those two will get back in the ring August 12th on HBO pay-per-view. Lennox, your thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, you don't really see too many guys get knocked through the ropes and get up and fight again. But that should be an interesting matchup. You know, obviously Rockman's the top man right now, and he needs to prove it. His last couple fights weren't that good. It could have been better, but you know, we're hoping for good things in his next fight.
Right, no knockdowns here through 9. Harold Letterman, how do you have it?
Okay, Fred. You know, I got to tell you guys something. I would bet you guys dollars to donuts, anything you want, that Joshua Clottey hurt his hand somewhere around the 5th round. Maybe both hands. I mean, early in the fight, he was landing with tremendous snap. He's winning the fight because of the fact that he's a better fighter. He's getting in good combinations, but I'm telling you, his hands must be killing him. If you watch the way he throws those punches, he's doing more slapping. 87-82, 7 rounds to 2, Joshua Clottey.
His hands may be bothering him, but it seemed to me from early in the fight that Clottey wasn't turning over all his punches, particularly the left hand.
Gutierrez catches Clottey with a left uppercut that momentarily stuns him.
Now, when it comes to some boxers, you know, they may have a lot of punches in their arsenal, but, you know, the third punch in their arsenal may not be a good punch. That's why it's always important to perfect all your punches when you're boxing.
And which punch are you referring to in this case?
I'm referring to Clottey's left hook. It is a slapping left hook.
Lou Moret tells Richard Gutierrez, stop complaining and let's go.
And there's definitely room for improvement with his left hook.
Well, we can say this. 6-1 was a good value bet on Gutierrez because this is not a 6-1 kind of fight.
Good exchange there along the ropes from both fighters. Continuing with the body attack. Gutierrez catches Clottey with a quick, sharp left hook and comes to with a right.
And Gutierrez is increasingly landing hard shots that are landing flush on Clottey in this round.
Clottey letting his hands go.
But he's getting caught clean more than he has in any other round of the fight with hard shots.
Judges love when they see boxers rally at the end of the round.
10 rounds are done. We head to the championship rounds. Vivian Harris hoping to get back to a championship fight. Getting ready to take on Stevie Johnson, relaxed, looking forward to the opportunity. Says he's not necessarily feeling any pressure to come out and look spectacular. He did that back in his younger days. Now he says, let me just win the fight, and the rest of the business will take care of itself.
2 rounds, let's go. Gotta move. Stay back. Gotta stop holding. Gotta stop holding.
Richard Gutierrez, 21-0. This is the first time that he has fought past the 10th round.
Gutierrez' corner wants him to fight with more urgency. Feels that this fight is much too close.
Well, that was the first good snappy jab I saw Clottey throw. Maybe in this fight in the middle of the ring, and it was effective.
Don't hold.
Why would a guy with his experience, Lennox, not go to the jab more often, Clottey?
Let him go.
Clottey's the kind of fighter that, you know, he likes to really, you know, get in close and throw body punches. He's more of an inside fighter than anything. He answers to whatever you throw. and he likes to stay close.
But as you mentioned, wouldn't the jab help him get inside?
It would help him, but, you know, it's not something he depends on or feels comfortable with.
Lunged forward that time, got caught with a quick counter from Gutierrez, but he settles down, he comes back with a few good shots.
Clottey, let him go. Stop.
Clottey, who obviously has a good chin, to my eye, looks like he's starting to really feel Gutierrez's power in the last round and a half.
Let him go. Suéltalo.
That's something new from Gutierrez, measuring Clottey with the left hand, is kind of keeping it out there and then whacking him with the right hand.
Trying to size him up. Shakes him with 2 hooks.
You saw Gutierrez just then break out a kind of veteran technique, tap, and then hit him hard. Get Clottey used to one level of punch and then hit him with a much harder one.
Get out of here.
Let me tell you, that's very effective because you don't want to throw a power shot in every one of your shots. You'll have no energy for the rest of the fight.
Does the hard punch feel that much harder, Lennox, after a couple of intentional soft punches?
Yes, because, well, you know, especially when I used to box, I used to throw that soft jab, then a hard jab, soft jab, then a hard jab.
Like a pitcher making his fastball seem faster by starting you off with an off-speed pitch.
Yes.
Tell you what, the action
Let him go, Clottey, let him go.
has not slowed down through almost 11 rounds of boxing.
This last round is going to be a telling round. The next round.
Both these fighters came in with a game plan to attack the body, and both are sticking to it.
We got to give it all now. How you feeling? We're okay.
Thank God.
We need to work real hard in this round. We got to give it all.
Touch gloves last round, okay?
No job.
We're okay. Give me a towel.
Joshua Clottey told us earlier today that he wishes fights were still 15 rounds because he's in such great shape all the time it would benefit his style. I wonder if he wished this fight was 15 rounds. I don't think he would. I think he likes the 12-round distance right now.
Power punches through 11 rounds. Clottey landing 200 of 434. A very high percentage. Gutierrez 135 of 429. Not bad himself. The entire fight is dictated by these power shots.
Stop holding.
In your estimation, Lennox, and we'll start with Gutierrez.
Let him go. Come on, Clottey.
Has he done enough to impress you as a young, legitimate prospect?
Yeah, he has done enough. I mean, he makes some really good moves in there. When you see he's in close, he bumps from one side to the other. That's a very important move to do because you don't want to keep your head in one place. He throws some good heavy body shots, power shots. This is what you want to see in the professionals.
Joshua Clottey says he wants to be mentioned in the name of some of the greats in the welterweight division. He wants to be part of that conversation. Has he done enough to justify that wish?
I think he's done enough. You know, styles make fights, and you know this is not a good style fight for him. This is a good matchup style fight for him, but he's definitely a rising prospect.
Either one of these guys would give the welterweight champion of the world, Carlos Baldomir, a good fight. I mean, this is a very deep division with a lot of good fighters, and I think these are two of them.
Let him go, Joshua. Let him go.
Fatigue definitely settling in now. These guys have rifled off power shot after power shot. They got under a minute to make their case. Oh, Gutierrez winds up. Clottey comes right back.
Clottey comes back with that great right hook, which catches Gutierrez off balance right there.
Yeah, it's tight and it's short.
I said earlier that at the top of the show that these promoters in Colombia throw them in the deep water, their fighters, and see what they have. In Gutierrez, they have something. How special that something is, we'll find out in the next 20 or 30 seconds. 21 seconds.
Let him go. Let him go. Break.
Max, did Gutierrez sink or float?
I think he swam.
Both fighters started out.
What an end. Boy, they were trading some savage shots at the end of that round.
They started out going low in the early rounds. Lou Moret had to get involved. He took a point away from Richard Gutierrez for a low blow, and then from Joshua Clottey. But as the later rounds progressed, these guys got control of themselves, kept it clean for the rest of the way. Just a good, hard, solid fight.
And to Lou Moret's credit, when the fight no longer needed his intervention constantly, he laid out and let the two guys fight.
All right, Harold, it's in the books. How do you have it?
You know, Fran, I got to tell you, there's no reason in heck that Joshua Clottey should have lost those last 3 rounds. I mean, he's in great physical condition. The only thing that could have bothered him was his hands. I really believe that somewhere along the line, he hurt his hands. Gutierrez finished very strong. The question is, did Gutierrez lose enough of those early rounds for Clottey to win a fight? I've got it 114, 112, 7 rounds to 5, Joshua Clottey.
All right, Harold. The difference on Harold's card, the 2 low blows here. And here's the first one from Gutierrez in the 4th. And after a quick warning early on, Lou Moret getting right to business, taking a point away to try to establish some sort of control. And Clottey comes back, even things out. And he had a point taken away as well in the 5th round.
This was a bruising fight, better than just a good professional fight, yet not quite explosive, and the kind of fight that will really have the boxing world buzzing about each guy. Certainly, though, they both improved, I think, their standing in the welterweight division.
It's a tough, grueling fight for both of them. You know, these are the type of fights that everybody has to go through. Most boxers do go through, but it's not one you want to go through every
And here are our
fight.
judges tonight. Max DeLuca, some notable fights there. You have the Barrera winning over Ayala when Barrera knocked out Ayala. Marty Denkin's done 55 title fights. He had Tarver actually beating Johnson. And David Mendoza, 6 title fights. And he scored the Chavez win for Chavez. All right, now to find out the official particulars, let's send it in to ring announcer Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Marty Denkin scores the bout even at 113-113. Max DeLuca has it 116-110. David Mendoza 115-111. To the winner by majority decision, Joshua the Hitter Clottey.
So Joshua Clottey wins by majority decision over Richard Gutierrez, and there you see the sportsmanship. And you can tell these guys respect one another and appreciate the talent. Goes over and congratulates Gutierrez on a fine fight. I'm not sure the crowd here at Chumash Casino Resort agreed with the decision, but it was an extremely close fight.